Okay, I'm in the practice clubhouse because this is just a good place to get everything dialed in. And in particular, if you go to practice and then analyzer, you can select what kind of ball flight you're looking for and hit start. And then when you're here and you hold grip, you'll see these indicators to show you how you need to hit the ball to achieve that kind of flight. So if I want the ball to go straight, my face needs to be square at contact and my path needs to be straight through. So depending on why you're slicing the ball, what you'll need to change will vary a little bit. If you are starting the ball at your target and then it curves in the air, then the best way to address that through the settings would be to go to the settings menu, swing, select the club that you want to adjust. So let's say I'm doing it with my driver, and then I could slide this all the way to draw, and that would give my shots a natural tendency to draw a bit. If I take a swing, like a big slice swing, I could still hit a cut with this, but it's going to be much harder now. Now, the other thing that could be going on, a lot of people will still call this a slice, is if the ball kind of just starts super to the right off the bat. And you see, that's because my face is open here instead of that square to the target that starts it off on a better line. It's open. Doesn't matter what angle I'm coming in at. If it's open, it's going to start to the right. So if you also have a tendency to start the ball offline, in that same swing menu, there is the option to adjust pull or push. And that's exactly what it sounds like. If you put it towards pull, it's going to default your shots to coming out a bit to the left. And if you put it to push, it's going to default them to coming out a bit to the right. So you can use those two settings to give everything a bias towards a certain flight path, but ultimately your swing is going to be the determining factor. So you can use this swing analyzer that I showed you to get a feel for that. So like, let's say I wanted to hit a draw. I'm going to need to swing from the inside, so almost like I'm swinging that way while I keep my face square. So if I come from the inside and keep the face square, it's going to go left. Because my face was very on target at contact, but I'm coming a bit this way, which causes it to go the other way. What a lot of people do when they're slicing is when they swing, they come towards them. This is dramatized, but imagine the swing is coming through, you make contact, and then after the swing finishes, you keep coming across it. Like this. So coming down is going to slice it, going up is going to hook it. So if I hit one where I come way down over the top of it, it's going to slice. As you can see, that's a big slice. If I then look at these numbers, you see this arrow is where my club came in at. It's very open. And even though I started those last two shots on pretty much the same line, one went way left, one went way right. So if I want to hit one that goes left, again, I'm going to go out with it. And I've got to keep my face square. Has a good left draw to it. And if you look, 8 degrees out, and still pretty much the same face angle. So you can adjust things through the settings, but practicing on this analyzer and getting a feel for your swing path and your club path are going to be the best way to be consistent with it, instead of just depending on the settings to carry you one way or the other. And once you know that's the way it's going to go and why your shots are going a certain direction, you can do what I've been doing here and kind of play particular shots. Like if there's a big dog leg right, where I know I need to hit a high slice, I know I can do that because I understand what swing dynamic lets me do it. And this gives you a really good way to practice. Every time you hit a shot, you can just pull the trigger, hit another one, see the results.